Now, why am I playing War Thunder on the PlayStation or in question console? Well, I'm not going to play on a PC. I'm not a PC gamer. Never have been, probably never will be. It's not my cup of tea. But we are here for one reason to talk about War Thunder and why I play it on the console. Well, PlayStation 4 previously, and now PlayStation 5. So, with that, why do I play War Thunder? Simple. It's a tank game and a plane game. You can blow things up, you can shoot things, you can fly around, you can drive around. To me, it's like GTA. The only difference is you're not playing as a character, you're utilizing a vehicle. And with that, I do enjoy, but you still have the free roam aspect and the chaos and the creativity. You can do what you want with what you have on War Thunder. You just need to use it, or at least understand on how to apply your scenarios into the game. Now, as we've seen, I died from a suicide. I did a flip, but I completely forgot that I had a 3,000 pound bomb under my giant plane. I was flying the F-105 and I just tried to do a flip. Didn't turn out so well, but look, this game's fun. We enjoy playing it. But there are problems to playing it on console. And the game will not help you at all in any sort of way. And that I do enjoy. I do enjoy the fact that you step into this game and you are forced to learn and figure out these menus. I mean, you load in your first game and you're forced with the menu that it's I mean, obviously I have something in every tree, but this is your menu right as you start up. Everything's empty. You got all your indicators and you got all these buttons and menus all over your screen, and it's just so complicated, but it's forcing you to adapt with the game. The game's forcing you to learn with it. And once you get over this menu physique, I mean, it took me two, at least 3 years of non-stop, joining and playing till I actually got used to this menu. It wasn't until, excuse me, I'm gonna say 2018, so at least, yeah, my fourth year, where I can confidently say, not even, maybe my fifth year, I can confidently say, yeah, I know how to go through this menu, at least somewhat on my console. I know how to go through the stuff that I need to know. You hear what I'm saying? That's how complicated it is, and that's something that I enjoy because you're forced to learn. Now, like I said, the problems is there's no indicators to show you on what to do. There's no inputs, there's no guide. As we see, you just press square, at least on the console. Uh, I don't have my Xbox, but I'm pretty sure it would be X. And that's all you do. You'd load in, you sit here and wait. And a lot of people can't do that. And that's what draws people out of this game so quick. It's these menus, and sometimes it scares somebody. It scares me to even look through uh, the settings, especially. That's one of the hardest things to go through on a controller by far. The settings is a whole nother menu within the game. You have to hope and pray you don't press one button and it'll completely change your configurations. Now, these configurations can be complicated with the controller. On a mouse and keyboard, you just press 2 or 3 buttons and that's it. I'm playing on a PlayStation 5 controller. To get through my binos, I have to press L1 and triangle. And that's just the base on the game. I switch my controls to the machine gun as L1 to shoot. So every time I press my binos, I am also shooting a small burst of an MG round. Which is cool, but you get what I'm saying. There's becoming a clutter. I have to press L1 and L2, I'm pretty sure, and I have to launch a missile. I have to press L1 and R1 to launch some kind of special weapons. I have to use L1 and R2 to launch a special kind of missile. There comes a complication, but it forces you to learn and adapt over the game. And what I mean by that is you're forcing yourself to learn these controls. It takes time to understand these buttons, and at least you're mapping out, especially if you're accidentally changing your menus or accidentally resetting menus. I've done it multiple times. As we just seen, I just scroll through that menu like it was nothing. I have too much time in that menu to the point where I've changed my controls too many times. Let's just not focus on the words that are coming out of my mouth, apparently, because I'm just murmuring. But now, another reason why I love and hate this game, well, it's simple. Like I said, you just fly around and you shoot. Now, on a controller, as you can see, my aim isn't too bad. It's not the best, though. It's a lot harder on the controller, and one of the biggest things people say and look for are, what are the controls for console? Well, first, honestly, in my opinion, figure out what you want to play. Understand why you're on War Thunder, then you can start figuring out your controls. But while you're working with your controls, figure out the default sensitivity, because it's not the best. It requires you to do things that you think you can't do, but you can do. But as well, we're on a controller, so you get to abuse that as well. A lot of the PC players don't get a lot of the fancy little fancy maneuvers we get to pull, because we have this instant snapback when you press like L2. And be careful when you press that L2 button, because we've all done it before. it slams us straight to the ground. And that'll probably happen in a bit. But, and not only that, you gotta be aware of your country. Like I said, what are you on War Thunder? Why are you on War Thunder? Are you looking to fly the planes? Are you looking to fly historical? Or do you just want to have fun and try something new because, well, the ads got you and you just want to fly around? And if you just want to fly around, cool. But if you're going to get into that, you're going to have to get deeper into the game as you will slowly progress and understand that to get to where you want, it's going to take time. And that's the problem with this game. Everything takes time. Just sitting there waiting. Now, with War Thunder, when you research leveling up through your trees on planes or tanks or boats or whatever you say,